Maria, you're doing a flamenco program in March. There are 2 sessions, I believe. And I just wanted to take an opportunity to ask you kind of what drew you to flamenco, what is so unique about it, and where did your story start with it?
I wanted to play guitar for really as long as I could remember. I was drawn to it. And this is one of those funny stories that I do love to share because I was very young, sitting around my dinner table, when my father, who was both a hobby photographer and a hobby pilot, has had his own little airplane that he would take me flying in. And this particular day, the entire conversation around our dinner table was about him flying over the Woodstock festival. And we were talking about all the crazy hippies dancing and singing in the mud and being naked and dancing and singing in the mud. And as a young girl, I was so struck with, wow, that sounds like a lot of fun. I mean, first of all, and somehow, even though I was young, I made that connection that people were listening to people who had guitars. These people were playing guitars and they were using it for messaging. And of course, I wasn't processing it on those terms at that time, but it just reinforced my connection and draw to the instrument. My very first flamenco concert was Carlos Montoya at Eisenhower Hall in West Point. And that hall, first of all, is enormous for one lonely guitarist to walk out there with a guitar and just play solo. And I remember not quite knowing what the music was that he was playing. And I distinctly remember not even being able to tell when he was done tuning and starting another piece. There was just like so much emotion and energy coming at me from that stage, from that little man on stage with a guitar, that I didn't even know how to process all of it or what it was. I made it really my mission to figure out, what is this guitar music and why do I love it so much? And that's when I decided to go to New York and study with a guitarist whose concerts I had also been to, named Dennis Coster. And Dennis introduced me to flamenco. I remember at my first lesson, he said to me, "What do you understand about flamenco?" And I said, "All I can tell you is that when I listen to it, I can't feel the downbeats at all." And he said, "All right, you know more than most people, then let's get started." And he started teaching me flamenco from that point on. So it's been
That's great.
wonderful.
Yeah, I think there are a few stories I love hearing more than people retelling these magical experiences with music and other art forms, just how striking and transformative they can be. I'm really glad you could share that.